All right. Hi, greetings. My name is Briare Jones, and today I am going to be discussing the HALT method and why it is important to HALT and what it means and why I do it, why I share it. So, I remember the first time I believed I was good enough. I was getting out of the shower, wrapped up in my towel, and the thought just ran across my mind, and my jaw was like on the floor because I was just in shock, and a smile crept into my face as the thought ran through my mind again. I am good enough. I am good enough. And for years, I had been telling myself this and did not believe it. I couldn't believe it. No matter how many times I told myself in the mirror, how many times I wrote it down, how many times I just said it out loud with authority, it just felt false, like it was dropping into nothing. And for this moment to have happened, I have to take you to the beginning of the day. But before we go there, did you know that over 70% of adults say they don't feel good enough? I thought I was alone in feeling inadequate. I thought I was alone in feeling like I didn't measure up or just wasn't capable of the things that I wanted to achieve. But I'm here to tell you today, you are good enough. So, how did I get there? How did I finally believe to my core that I was good enough? Well, it started on my grandmother's porch. To be honest, I had woken up, I was hangry off the rip. Everything was irritating me from my baby crying to my partner looking at me to just waking up on the wrong side of the bed. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And I had been doing a lot. I mean, we had just moved back to my hometown after being 8 hours away. We moved back for support with our baby as we're new parents and adjusting. And I still felt the same loneliness of feeling unsupported and that ache, and nothing had changed, even though I was closer to my family and in my hometown. So I was on my grandmother's porch and I was sobbing my eyes out. But then I remembered this tip that my therapist had given me, and it was HALT, which stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. So I ran through the questions. Am I hungry? For sure. I mean, I hadn't eaten anything yet. The day had just started. And so I made arrangements to go to Waffle House. But I wasn't just physically hungry, right? I think most of the time when we think about hunger, we think about physical hunger, we think about physically eating something. But I was also emotionally depleted, and I had a hunger for support and connection and to feel seen as a mother, as a person, as a daughter, as a friend. I just wanted to feel seen and feel like my needs matter. As a new mom, it was a challenge juggling taking care of another human being and taking care of myself. And I knew from the moment that my son entered this world that I had to take care of myself in order to take care of him. So why was I struggling? I was hungry not just for food, but for support and emotional connection, because I was emotionally starved and depleted, because I wasn't taking care of myself. At the end of it, I was putting everyone else before myself, and I just couldn't go on any longer. So, this isn't just about physically feeding myself and going to Waffle House, which was actually pretty good. And I am typically IHOP girly, but I did enjoy Waffle House. It was delicious. But before we went to Waffle House, in the process of regulating my nervous system and coming down from a 10 to about a 5, I also took some deep breaths. Science proves that deep breaths, one session of deep breathing, can regulate your nervous system, allowing oxygen to your brain. The way I like to think about it is the breath is a compass, right? If you're breathing and it's shallow and it feels restricted, hard to breathe, most likely your nervous system is activated and you're in freeze, flight, fawn, or there's another one that I can't remember at the moment, but you're in survival mode, right? You feeling like there's a tiger in the room. When you can take a deep breath and exhale slowly out your mouth, you're communicating to your body that you are safe. So I took some deep breaths, and I also used plant medicine as well to help aid in regulating my nervous system. And I already started to come down from where I was. And then I also reached out to my mom because I could not get it together. So I called my mom and I'm like, Mommy, I am going through it. I am struggling. I can't stop crying. Don't know what to do. And she said to me, do whatever it is that works for you. Do what works for you. That is important because a lot of the time we aren't doing what works for us, right? Whether it's because of fear of judgment, assumptions, guilt, shame. It's okay to put yourself first and do what works for you. So at the end of the day, you can't pour from an empty cup. That's just not the way it works. And if it did, then I'm sure a lot of us would be doing amazing if it worked that way. I know I would, but it doesn't work that way. So you have to do what works for you. Prioritize your health and your well-being. It is of utmost importance. It really is. And so after talking with my mom, got off the phone and I reached out to my cousin. I hadn't seen her in like a long time because I was out of state. And so I messaged her and I'm like, hey, like I'm having a moment, okay, but I'm back in town and I would love, love, love to see you because I need it. I need some girl time. So she's like, yeah, of course. Like we can definitely meet up, do something, catch up. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to Waffle House and eat. Then I'll let you know what's going on after that. So we did that. I ate, got back. We checked in. I picked her up. And we went and rode the ferry. And I hadn't ridden the ferry in so long. And I used to ride this ferry all the time as a child. And it's one of my favorite ways to like just relax and de-stress. I love feeling the breeze run through my hair. It's just very relaxing and soothing for me. Just something about the water, being outside in the elements, fresh air is just so healing. And science proves that nature is healing. And when we're out in nature and we're connecting with the earth and tuning in to Earth's harmony, it just does wonders for our nervous systems. On top of good connection and on top of good connections, yeah. Science actually studies have proven that connections aren't just emotionally soothing, right? Study shows they help reduce perceived stress and buffer against anxiety. So me calling my mom and reaching out to my cousin and spending some time with her, not only does it soothe me emotionally, but scientifically, it's reducing any perceived stress and buffering against anxiety. This is why it is so important to be aware of who's in your circle. Who are you surrounded by? Are they helping you or are they hurting you? Are they draining you or are they uplifting you? It is so important to know that, to know the difference. So, by the end of the day, I go back home. I just spent the day prioritizing my needs. And I go to take a shower. And by the end of my shower, I believe for the first time, I am good enough. And that was just wild for me. That was a huge shift for me. A shift from feeling broken, not enough, overwhelmed, and just like I can't go on anymore to I am good enough. I am capable. I am the best mama for my baby. I am worthy and deserving of good things. It's a big thing. So that is what the HALT method is. Hi.
I just told you I was going quiet, but she's so loud.
So, yes. Had some guests come in. But that's the HALT method. So, just a quick review, or let's go through like what the HALT method is. So, HALT: hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I was hungry, not just physically, but also emotionally, spiritually. And meeting this need was helping me to regulate, right? So if you're hangry, ask yourself, what am I truly hungry for? Angry. I like to look at anger as a way of letting you know what boundaries are being crossed. Something's going on, you don't like it, it's causing an issue, it needs to be addressed. Boundaries. Boundaries are protection. Lonely. Lonely can be, how I like to look at it is, do you need me time or community? Are you hungry for time with yourself to pour back into you? Or do you need outside community to come in and help lift you up and support you? Especially if you're a parent and you spend a lot of time with the little ones, we need big people interaction. So it's okay to take some time for yourself and a break away from baby. Baby will always be there. Baby will understand eventually that you have to take care of yourself so you can continue to be the best parent to them. And it is okay to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I know that you want to be the best mom, and if there's any dads near, you want to be the best dad to your kids too. So take care of yourself. And T, tired. Are you getting enough sleep? How's your rest looking? How's the quality of your sleep? You can be sleeping for 8 hours, but if you wake up feeling like groggy and grouchy, then those 8 hours aren't really much now, are they? So, make sure that your sleep hygiene is up to par. Make sure that before you go to bed, you're winding down, not eating heavy too late, so your body can actually have the space to rest and digest. And yeah, that's the HALT method. I do have a audio course that is available for free that I will put a link somewhere, maybe in the description box for you to check out. In exchange, I just asked for feedback, but I think I'm going to allow it to be free indefinitely. Free resource for you guys out there. It goes more in depth into the HALT method, explains it a lot better. Might clear up any questions. There's also some resources available. I have some templates there that you can use to track your HALT check-ins, your sleep hygiene, meal plans, all that jazz is also included with the course. If you are looking to connect, you can shoot me an email as well at LifewithBriare@gmail.com. That will also be in the description box down below. And yes, so if you are curious as to how exactly this HALT method will improve your well-being and unlock your power, after consistently implementing these check-ins for the last, it's been a long time, so I can't tell you an exact time frame, but I've been doing it pretty consistently, and I've noticed that I've been able to manage my stress effectively. I've been able to advocate for my needs. I've been able to hold my boundaries. And most importantly, I've been present in reality. And that is a huge deal as someone who spent a lot of time upstairs in here. And to be present in reality feels like being a newborn baby in the world. So, but there's so much power there as well. And I think a lot of the times we are so distracted by outside world and pursuing things that we see on social media, how people are living their lives and think that that's how we need to live our lives. And we're chasing all the wrong things that we lose ourselves in the process. And so the HALT method helps us return to who we are, our true selves at root, to show up present and to be able to be confident in our power, shine your light, and help those in need. It also has clarified purpose. So if you're wondering, oh, I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, I don't know where I'm headed in life. Oh, I don't know. You're just in the I don't know stage. I encourage you to halt, check in, show up for yourself consistently, and everything will start to fall in place. Because the moment you choose you, everything, and I mean everything, changes. My name is Briare Jones. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will catch you guys later. Boom.